All right, in this problem, we're given a graph and we're asked to find the limits. And it looks like we've got some asymptotes going on here, some discontinuities in the graph right here at -4, and it looks like there's another one here at 5. And unsurprisingly, that's where we're asked to find the limits. Okay, so looking at the first problem, it's asking us to find the limit as x approaches -4 from the negative side, or from the left of the function x. So that means we're going this way along this graph, and of course as we approach -4, the graph is dropping. It's going more negative. So what does that mean for us? Well, it means that the graph is headed downwards towards -infinity. Okay, and -infinity is not a number, but it is where the graph is headed. So we are going to go ahead and say, okay, that is headed towards -infinity. Okay, for the next one, it's asking us what's the limit as x is approaching -4 from the positive side, from the right. So we've got this, we're headed from the right side, and again, it's dropping as we approach -4 on the x-axis. The graph is headed downward, and it's also headed towards -infinity. So the next question is the function itself. As we approach -4 from both sides, what is the limit? Okay, so the key here, just like in other limits, is that if you have a limit, if it exists, then it has to be the same as it approaches from the left as it is as it approaches from the right. And as we can see, we have -infinity and -infinity on those two answers. So as we approach from both sides are actually headed towards -infinity, which means the limit itself is -infinity. Okay, let's move over here to +5. So the next limit is on this asymptote here. And let me put a little dotted line here to show this is the asymptote that we are approaching on these two graphs. You can see that as we approach from the left, or as we approach from the right, different things are happening than what was happening at -4. So as we approach from the left, follow this graph. So here's 5 that we're approaching on the x-axis, but as we approach it, the graph is headed up, and away to infinity. Okay, as we approach from the other side, from the right side, we go closer and closer to 5 on the x-axis, and the graph starts to drop, downward towards -infinity. Okay, so the next question is, what is the limit of the function? And remember, just like up here, in order for the function to have a limit, the limit from the left and the limit from the right have to have the same answer. Okay, this is infinity and -infinity. They can't be any further apart than that. So our answer is does not exist. We'll put D in E for does not exist.